summer nights, dusk was coming on, and as a little kid, you know, you can't stay up too late, but we were allowed to go run around in our bare feet out in the yards and catch lightning bugs. My name is Mark Lame. I'm an entomologist, and I work for Indiana University. The firefly has an interesting history in Indiana because the most common firefly in this part of the country is called the Say's firefly, and named after a guy named Thomas Say. Thomas Say is from Indiana, and he actually kind of became the father of American entomology. He discovered this bug in the mid-1800s, you know, kind of made it famous. In the 1990s, there was a trend for states to have their own insect. In 2018, the legislature did basically adopt the firefly as a state insect for Indiana, and Governor Holcomb proclaimed it so. A firefly is a phenomenal insect. I mean, of course, as an entomologist, I think all insects are really cool. But the firefly is one of the really cool ones because it lights up, you know, I mean, that's pretty cool. And they have lots of different behavior that has to do with their luminescence. And basically it revolves around mating. The primary reason that they light up is to send signals for mating. So it's the male and it attracts the female. The firefly is a beetle. A lot of people don't think of it as a beetle. It has softer wings, but it is a beetle. The adult hatches from a pupa. Most of us think of that as the cocoon. And so they hatch out and they mate. And then the female lays the eggs. Those turn into larvae, which are predaceous. They have a very important part in our ecosystem as far as balancing out the good bugs and the bad bugs. They're considered a good bug. There's over 2,000 species of fireflies, and they have different habitats. Primarily, they like fields, the woods, or swampy areas, and that's where you see the most of them. The reason that most scientists say that the firefly is having problems is, like so many other species, it's losing habitat. So a lot of our fields, what are prime habitat in the United States for the firefly, are being turned into agriculture and or houses or cities. And so by doing that, it gets rid of habitat. And loss of habitat is the biggest reasons why species go extinct. So many of the fireflies are, which is outside of cities and in agricultural areas where pesticides are used. So the pesticides and the loss of habitat are big reasons, but they're also, you know, the reasons why we're losing a lot of insect species and a lot of species. Kind of the perfect storm, which worries so many of us, is the light pollution. A lot of the insects that you see during the day, you know, that there's no impact from light pollution. But insects at night, particularly the ones who rely on specific lighting to reproduce, if there is light pollution, then they, you know, that can interrupt their reproduction. And so we're a little worried that the three of these things are actually going to cause the demise of lightning bugs. Global climate change will have an impact on fireflies. Fireflies, like most other insects, are very habitat specific, and so as we change the ecosystem around the firefly, that will have an impact. We're not quite sure what. It usually is not a good thing. Anytime you lose a part of the food web and a part of the ecosystem, there's going to be an impact. Chances are we're going to have a few more pests than we used to because the fireflies as predators would get rid of a number of pests that are out there, other insects, because they would feed on them. So if they're not there to feed on them, the things that we consider pests can go unchecked. And so that's an ecological problem. Counter each of the problems. So use less pesticide. Be much more discriminate in how you use pesticide. Provide habitat. Leave some areas of yards or parks unmowed. Maybe try to work on policies for cities to reduce their light pollution. Kids in general look at lightning bugs and it's like magic. And anyone who's watching this probably knows that feeling. And then of course, most of us don't lose that feeling. We just think, you know, lightning bugs are magical. Everyone needs a little magic, and we hate to lose magic.